Is that helpful? Yeah. Thank you. Yep, that's it.
You're going to teach me turn the meatheads into game changers, huh?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I can do that.
No,
that's your job. I don't want your job.
I'll reserve my judgment on that. He was talking. I was looking up at the wall of some of the kids. Klaus Kleinfeld, who's Mr. World now. Biggest deal in history, right? He wasn't the man he is today. And that was from 1997, so 22 years. I mean, he just wasn't. Not even a reasonable facsimile. His favorite part of the sentence, and Klaus, if some of your people hear this tough shit, that was either for yes, no, or maybe. The same And that just was it. And of course now he's at the United Nations, this, and he's with the Premier of China, blah, 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 blah. But so to see these guys, Rick Scott wasn't as smooth as he is now. Because I've known him 35 years. But these guys, the names I've just used, got and it resonated with them as being all they can be. That's the thing that they have in common. And we're just fortunate that he's here to share with you. I didn't have an iPhone when I first met you. I wish I had some of those conversations that we first had many years ago. But now he's got, millions and millions and millions of people that view him, and more importantly than just view him, they do with a lot of what he says. Okay, so when he says influencer, leadership is getting them to do what he wants them to do when he wants them to do it, not when they pull their thumb out of their ass and decide to do it. And it's made him a guy like on the Varney show and Fox News. The Fox News is afraid I'll say fuck or something, so it's not likely I'm going to get interviewed there. But he's done great. Any questions or comments about Dan? Yes, sir.
One more question. You have a sales/marketing company. How do you address your own internal operations?
In what way?
Do you have someone else come in who's an expert in operations?
Well, I have my COO, which to run it. I have my CFO also to run a lot of the stuff. But a lot of bigger picture strategies. Can I give them a framework just to help them out?
Yeah.
Can I draw?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Sure.
It's easier if I can draw.
You guys see it?
So, I think there are like 5 levels of what I call strategic thinking. 5 levels. The first level is what I call gimmicks. I'll give you an example. So let's say I want to sell a CD. You guys know what CD is? Yeah, CD. Not the MP3, the CD. So I want to sell a CD, and I want to use yellow packaging to put on a shelf to get more attention. It's a gimmick, right? That's a gimmick. So that's the first level, which if you think about a lot of business owner entrepreneurs, when they want to increase sales, they focus on gimmicks. Like what tricks? Can I do a buy 2 get 1 free? Can I do a discount? Can I do whatever? Right? That's a gimmick. Next level is what I call tactics. So tactics is where now I'm selling a CD, but I am going to sell the CD, but I'm going to include, like, maybe this is limited edition, right? Or there's certain songs. Or I'm going to include a little like a photo from the star, from the singer, or something like that. It's more a tactic thing, right? Tactics. Then you have strategies, which goes back to seed example, high level, strategic thinking. Strategies is I want to sell the CD, but now I'm thinking not just, I can, put in a nicer shelf space and maybe nicer packaging, but maybe I could do a special event where I have the actual singer come to the store to do autograph. That's a strategy. I'm not selling one. I'm not selling. How can I sell 1,000 of these one night? That's the strategy. 3 levels, and then you have what I call business model. Selling the CD. You know what? That's nice, but maybe we can put the stuff on digital. We digitize the songs so people can download it. Maybe that's better. That's not. I'm not selling the thing that I was selling before. I'm taking the same thing, but I'm thinking, how can I transition and change the whole different business model? It's a different revenue stream, right? It's something outside of my business. And then you have what I call game changer. This is iTunes. This is iTunes. So instead of doing that, why don't I create a platform so everybody else sell their songs on my platform and get a piece of that? My job with my team to focus on these two. My executive, they focus on these. Like probably most strategies on tactics, and the rest of the team members, they mix tactics. But my time spends on thinking about this, where that's not what they think, if that makes sense. So I look at what I do, and say, hey, this is what I focus on. So I would come up with business model, something that's completely different outside of whatever we're doing right now. That's why I'm here, right? Where when we go back, launch an acquisition division, that's not what my team is thinking. They don't know I'm going to do that, but I'm going to do that. Then I might acquire companies in a totally different industry. Like, what the fuck? That's right, because I want to diversify. Maybe in an industry that I could leverage my brand. So imagine I buy a company for $10 million. If I can put my personal brand on it, I can double, triple the revenue in a very short period of time. I can get all my money back within months in finance because of my brand. So leverage my social capital, leverage the team that I have. So it's like QLA, but my version steroids, right? On a different thing. And I could raise capital easier because of the brand. Also because of brand, so that helps. So as that grows, and then it helps with everything else. Then I post on social media. Hey, look, I just did this and did this, and now it creates more attention in the marketplace. Is that helpful? Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, that's it.
You're going to teach me turn the meatheads into game changers, huh? Yeah. Well,
I don't know if I can do that. That's your job. I don't want your job.
I'll reserve my judgment on that. Okay. Any other comments or questions from me or whatever?
It's very similar though to what you teach, because as the number one person, your job is to go out to find the money and find the deals, and let everyone else deal with it.
And I call it OPM and other people and other people's money and the social capital, and you know the only real currency in the 21st century are people. You know, Oprah says it simplistically 35 years ago. It's not so important that the direction of your bus. It's who gets on the bus. It's who gets on the bus, and she's been involved in a lot of things, not all of which are successful, but I mean, but when you have a name brand like Dan does, and like Oprah, okay, to name two, I mean, and I'm not a social responsibility kind of guy. I'm not. We all know that, right? I hope the world ends the day after I die, okay? I'm taking my grandchildren, everybody. Well, I don't give a fuck. But when you have a brand, you have a social responsibility. And some people take it seriously and some people don't take it so seriously. And I've only gotten the social responsibility game, if you will, since I turned 60, the last 14 years. But you do. And when people listen to you, rightly or wrongly, you have a responsibility not to put out shit. And that's why I've got a feather up my ass about most of the self-help personal development industry, because they're putting out shit. I showed you the big piles of dinosaur shit. Most of what they put out is crap. And in my judgment, the thing that pisses me off the most is they know it's crap. It's not, if they didn't know, you know, some of the things our parents told us, they actually believed. It was shit, but they believed, okay? But it's like the self-help guys, and gals know that most of what they put out is bullshit. Now, Dan's actually made money doing this. Most of the guys that are doing this affiliate program and online marketing haven't made a fucking dime, or made a de minimis amount of money. Anything else for Dan? Any other comments, questions? We want to thank him a lot. And he hasn't been an embarrassment to me. He's continued to make me proud. I wish I could say that about all my mentees, but I can't, because we've had a few of the guys, not the gals, and that's another thing. It's strange, but a few of the guys have stepped on their dick publicly, and yeah, I trained them. Yeah, I did, with my head down.